Tom Clark's Main Event is a Boink Studios production. And now, on with the show.
This is Daddy Show. Step off.
Hey, what is up? Welcome back to the program, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tom Clark, and this right here is Tom Clark's Main Event. Tom Wright. What's up, kids? Welcome back to the program. I cracked myself up for reasons I can't go into on the air, but it's all right. Let's get the ticker ticking. By the way, happy Friday to you, kids. Hope you guys are doing great today. I'm doing okay. I've had a pretty good day. How's your Friday been? How's your week been, by the way? Things here is going good. I can't complain. I could, but who would care anyway? Would you guys care if I had a crappy day? I did not have a crappy day. First of the table, Sandy in Germany. Guten Tag to you, Sandy. Good to see you, my friend. As always, I love when Sandy tunes in. Makes my day. Carlos Martinez, how are you? AT in the house. Ashley Tate, what's up? I remember you from back in the day. Where do I know you from? Just kidding. Ashley was a fellow Bleacher Report writer back in the day. That's how we met. Man, the stuff about Bleacher. I'm not going to get into it here. It's all good. I wish them nothing but continued success. I got friends that still work there. So, Sugar Shane, what's going on, dude? Double V, Victor Vasquez, Ray all day. My family and I are doing great. My friend, hope you are as well. Oh, look, we've got a spam person here. Well, let's just kick that person out to chat. Goodbye. I delete your comment, spam my feed again, I kick you out. I show you the door. Cody says I haven't been on here in months because I work on Fridays. Oh, man, have you been missing out? Yes, you have. Thank you, man. Anyone come? No, dude, I'm not going, but boy, that'd be a blast. Dude, have fun, Cody. You're going to freaking love it. If you've never been to AEW event, let me just tell you what you're in for right now. It is not the same as the WWE event. You don't have a whole bunch of people trying to get on camera. You'll have some. But, you know, to be honest with you, the number of WWE events I've been to compared to AEW, it's, of course, head and shoulders more WWE events through the years, right? But just a better crowd, in my opinion. You could take that or leave it. Better crowd, better camaraderie. It's just, again, not everyone's trying to get famous on camera for their 2 minutes of fame. Robbie, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Jeff, what's going on? Brandon, how you doing? Where are you? There you is. Brenda, how are you doing? Good to see you. Rebecca, how are you? E, all the best to you, my friend. Everyone, please send Elvis your well wishes, okay? His family's going through some things right now. His mom struggling with her health. So, guys, please give him your best. I know he'd greatly appreciate it. Wilf, how are you doing, my friend? Charlotte, good to see you. Hey, boy. Come down here and say hey. How'd practice go?
Good.
Good. Don't let any animals up in here, dude.
I'm not.
You going to go with me when I leave to get them?
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you know. The boy makes a rare appearance here on the show. Let's see. Jeff says, very pumped for AEW's first time heading to Winnipeg in March. There you go, man. Nice. Nice. Ray, did you like the 6M? That was a fun episode, dude. We cover a lot of J on the program, dude. A lot of J. There you go. Sandy, it's all good, man. It's all good, dude. All good, brother. No worries. Keith, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for tuning in. Alma, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Good to see you as well. All right, kids, before we get going any farther here, I feel like I'm blinded. Is that better? Or do you like this? Hoy! All right. All right, kids. So guess what? I've got a hard out at 5:45. So we've got less than 40 minutes to go. My apologies. I'm picking up the niece and nephew today. They're going to spend the night with us tonight. So please bear with me. Again, apologies. Next time we'll go the full hour. But yeah, if you guys can just bear with me this time, I would greatly appreciate it. Today we are previewing Ring of Honor Final Battle. I know what you're thinking. Tom, this isn't really Ring of Honor, Tom. Much in the same way WCW was never WCW when WWE bought that company. I get it. I totally get it. I understand. It's okay if you don't like it. I hate you don't like it. I loves me some Ring of Honor. No, it hasn't been the same since AEW bought them. No, I have no idea what they're doing. Don't ask me. We were supposed to get a Ring of Honor show. It has yet to materialize. It is what it is, dude. I mean, I could sit here and just grieve over it. But what's really the point of doing that? But if you want to talk some ROH/AEW for the next 38 minutes or so, give or take, you're in the right place, baby. Let's get to it. FTR versus Dem Boys, Jay Briscoe and Mark Briscoe. This match is a double dog collar match for the ROH World Tag Team Championships. This match came from out of nowhere. No one saw this coming. I have no idea what in the world we're doing here. Let Jay Briscoe on AEW television. Listen, the powers that be at AEW, I respect them. They're going to do what they have to do. I totally get it. You got to go with whatever the sponsors are asking, whatever the network is asking. You're between a rock and a hard place. I totally understand. I can appreciate you're between a rock and a hard place, but I still submit to you today, kids, that there are people in the AEW roster who have done some highly questionable things in their past, have said some highly questionable things in their past, have been accused of some highly questionable things in their past. Jay Briscoe has been nothing but upfront about being an idiot when he's been an idiot. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying. I mean, we're just never going to forgive anybody. Brother, if people held comments against me that I've said in my youth or whenever that I grew up and matured and got better at, I mean, come on, dude. Again, not excusing what he said, but good Lord, let's go. Let's get them boys, man. Let's get them on AEW, baby. I want to see them boys on Dynamite. Come on, man. Who wished me Merry Christmas? Somebody did. Brandon, I think it was you. Alicia D. Byers Brown. We missed you last week, my dear. Thank you. Good to see you. Brino in the house. Everyone, please welcome Brino Royce to the program. I'm going to get a signed autographed picture one day of Brino Royce. 8x10 glossy. Wait and see. Ray says, I can see them boys winning. It seems like FTR is on a losing streak after losing the Acclaimed. Plus, I was hearing they're leaving soon. That's a lot to pack into one tweet. You heard them. You heard FTR's leave. The idea that everybody's going to leave, I guess, because their boy Triple H is in charge in the other company. I guess that's a thing. I mean, I guess I can understand where a lot of people would want to do it. I get it, I guess. But kids, if you want to know where my head's at with FTR going back to that company, I want you guys to go take a look at Dax Harwood's comments about Shawn Michaels. Just go Google it. Dax Harwood, Shawn Michaels. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'm not going to repeat it here. It's Dax's story to tell, not mine. It's pretty ridiculous. So there you go. I too believe them boys will win the championships. However, if they're not being allowed in AEW television, that's a thing. And if there's no Ring of Honor show happening right now, that's another thing. So no, I don't know if I believe that they will. I think they will, but I don't know about all that. E, we always miss you, brother, even though you give me crap. Tina, what's going on? Good to see you. Eric Jackson in the house. No worries, my friend. Where'd you go? There he is. Listen, just so everyone knows, again, hard out 5:45 today. We've got 33 minutes and counting. Please, please, please hang in there with us, kids. Please hang in there. Shane, you can use the word liberal if you want to. I don't consider it liberal. Liberal haters? I don't know. I wouldn't consider it liberal. I don't consider it that. I mean, I don't know if politics are even playing into this. I just think that, let's be honest. Jay says some dumb stuff, some really dumb stuff. All right. But he owned up to it. Now, look, if I'm not going to make this comment for everybody because there's degrees of what people say. I mean, when somebody's caught saying the N-word, for example, all was accident. No, it wasn't. That word doesn't just slip out unless it's in your vocabulary. I'm sorry, it's how I feel. Okay. There's certain things that don't slip out of your vocabulary, out of your mouth unless they're in your vocabulary. Okay, that's what I'm saying. However, do I believe that we hold it against people for the rest of their lives? No, I don't believe that, but that's my opinion. Sandy, thank you for joining us for a very short time, my friend. Please get some rest. Thank you, my friend. Oh, E, we don't have time for this. I say, I'm glad the right thing was done. I'm glad the right thing was done. She had no business spending time in a Russian prison. I mean, you can't compare the two. Getting locked up here and get locked up over there are two entirely different things. And I'm sure her story to tell is going to be horrendous. We don't have to get political. We don't have to go there. This is a pro wrestling show. So yeah, it is what it is, but that's my feelings on it. People demonize her as if she was the devil himself. I mean, people have no compassion is what I'm saying. No compassion. Well, she should have hit that. Shut up. Whatever happened to our compassion, dude? Whatever happened to that? Well, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, dude. Save me your rhetoric. Hate that nonsense. You know what I mean? God's sake. Anyway, I won't get into more of that. Predictions here. My heart says Dim Boys. My head says FTR. Charlotte, you going to SmackDown tonight? Brandon says, love to see FTR back in WWE. Yeah. I love them wherever they're at, as long as they're used correctly. As long as they're used correctly. There you go. We got a lot of card to get through here today, kids. Let's get through this card because, as I said, hard out 5:45. Please bear with me. I would appreciate it. Dalton Castle and the boys, not them boys, but the boys, Brandon Tate and Brent Tate versus the Embassy. Right? Brian Cage and Gates of Agony, Bishop, Khan, and Toa Leona with Prince Nana. This is going to be a good match. The six-man tag team match for the RH World Six-Man Tag Team Championships. I love me some Dalton Castle. I simply can't get enough of Dalton Castle. Dalton Castle makes my world go round. I love this guy so much. He is so good at what he does. I don't know if Dalton Castle will ever get his flowers, to be honest with you, and he so much deserves it. Excuse me. Charlotte, I agree with you. However, I think the Embassy's winning in this match. I don't know how many more times you can pin Brian Cage, dude. And look, I'll be the first one to tell you, wins and losses don't really matter. They just don't. And I know that we all get wrapped up in who's winning and who's losing. And I get it to a certain degree. And sometimes I will agree or disagree, whatever. But honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't really make a whole lot of difference if I'm being straight with you, man. I mean, what really matters here is how they're handled in the interim. What are they doing? What story are they telling? Is Brian Cage there just to get other guys over? Is he okay with that? Does he have a problem with it? No one wants to be a jobber, right? They all want to believe that they're going towards something good. Doesn't have to be a world title, be nice. But listen, as I've said to you guys countless times before, and don't forget that I said this, kids, there's your version and mine together. There's the fans' version, and there's their version behind the curtain. And a lot of times, those two versions do not sync. Okay? So don't forget that. I actually am going with the Embassy to win in this match. That's my prediction as well. Swerve in Our Glory, Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee versus Shane Taylor. Shane Swerve, you've got it. You know what I mean. Versus Shane Taylor Promotions, Shane Taylor and JD Griffey. All right, look. I don't think that Swerve in Our Glory are winning this because of the bit of hey nonsense between the two of them. Now I know what you're thinking. A lot of people are looking at this match thinking, man, won't they just make this split happen? Won't they just turn them? What are they waiting on? What is the deal with this? This is ridiculous. There's no disappointment in nothing happening. Stay with me. There's no disappointment in nothing happening. The disappointment is when it happens. Think about that, kids. Rewind if you have to. There's no disappointment in something not happening. There's disappointment when it happens. Does that make sense? Right now, it's okay because we're all talking about You know, Strickland's probably going to heel. Keith isn't. How's it going to happen? Blah, 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 blah. And we can just keep talking about it. Not a big deal. Who cares if they don't turn on each other right now? We've got all the time in the world. But when the turn happens, guarantee some people won't like the turn. Guarantee some people will love the turn. It could get, people could cry about it from now to the end of time about how horrendous it was. And just as many people could go on and on about how it's the best thing they've ever seen in their lives. But it needs to be, in my opinion, successful. It needs to be a hit no matter what they do, right? So that's kind of where I'm coming down at on this, okay? So again, my point is, when it comes to this turn, however they're going to split, there's really no problem right now. There's really not. When the split happens, that's the problem. It needs to be handled correctly. And I know both these guys want it to be correctly done and for both guys to come out of it looking better than perhaps they do now. Kids, by the way, while you're here watching me in this ugly mug, I got a face made for Radio Jack. Smash that like button for me and share this link on your page, please. And thank you. Alicia says, if Jericho wins, Claudio has to join Jericho's faction. We'll get there. It's on the docket. Trust me. Absolutely. Brendan says Keith Hill can be a monster heel if he booked right. Agreed, but they don't need him to do that. They got monster heels right now. You know what I mean? Luchasaurus, Brian Cage, Samoa Joe. You know, they've got monster heels. They got big guys that are monster heels. You know, I don't really think they need him to be heel. But they could, you know, flip this whole thing up, turn it on its head, dude. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. Thank you guys for smashing that like button. I do appreciate it. My prediction here. You know what? I'm going to reverse. I'm going to say the Swerve in Our Glory win, but because of Lee, not because of Strickland. And it's going to be, once again, I had to pull you out of the fire because you almost lost us this match. Turn Swerve heel. That will be the Swerve. Swerve looks like Swerve is turning heel. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like he's face at all. I haven't been face in a while. Cheating, doing underhanded things in the ring, outside the ring. He looks like the heel. Jeffrey says Keith Lee getting over way too much of a face right now. 100%. 100%. So there's my answer on that one. Samoa Joe versus Juice Robinson. I got one for you. Get ready. Gather around in case you hadn't heard. Now you're going to hear. You ready? I don't have anything. I just wanted to yell. Here's what I think, however. I'll give you a prediction. A bold prediction. Juice Robinson wins this match. This is for the ROH World Television Championship. And yes, I do believe that Juice Robinson is going to win this match. Why do I think that, Tom, you ask? Here's why. Because Juice Robinson is signed to AEW. Okay? He's already there. This is not a guest shot from New Japan. He's signed to AEW. So why not? And honestly, I believe this is going to be because Wardlow comes out, costs Joe the title. Joe's left with the TNT Championship, and then Joe eventually loses it back to Wardlow. That's where I think we're going to see here. That's what I think. Doesn't mean I'm right. It just means that's what I think. You guys tell me, dude. I don't know what you guys think. You tell me what you think. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are agreeing with me. Alma says Samoa Joe for the win. Did I know Juice Robinson? I did know that, Elvis. I sure did. I sure did. Everybody's got the same theory that Wardlow's going to cost him the title. I think it's the right move. In my opinion, it's the right move. Told you I'm going to power through this show, baby. We're getting through that to this. Mercedes Martinez, the ROH Women's World Champion, defending against Athena. I believe Athena takes this championship from Mercedes. I think they've done a nice job building up Athena to have this horrible attitude. Suddenly she hates and mad at everybody, mad at the world. You know what I mean? Something done happened to her, done ruined her day, and she hates everybody now. So It looks as though she's on a roll with the heel turn. She's got a nice little streak going. In my opinion, you put her over on Mercedes. That's me. Plus, we barely see Mercedes, and we're seeing Athena mostly on dark and whatever. But I say Athena's going to take this championship. Now, just because we think that this stuff makes sense, let's be honest. This company doesn't always do the things that make the most sense. I mean, in my opinion, Thunder Rosa should have won the first time against Britt, but they saved it. Same thing with the Acclaimed. They probably should have won the first time against Strickland and Keith Lee, but they saved it. Right? This kind of thing keeps happening for whatever reason in that company. It's like they go, look. No. And they take it away. That's what they do. Hey, look. No, take it back. They dangle the carrot and they done yank it away from you. That's what they do over there. I don't know why. Sometimes it's fine and sometimes it works. And in my opinion, other times it does not work. Just me talking, baby. Just me talking. So, but yes, I believe Athena will be your new ROH Women's World Champion. Told you he's flying through this card, baby. We're about to have an open floor bigger than crap. Ashley Tate, you're not going to stick around? We could talk some Undertaker. Ashley Tate was a huge Undertaker fan back in the day, man. I bet she still is. I'll bet you she is. Oh, boy. Yeah, well, we've got yet another spam. And guess what? Today! Out of here. What was it Austin said when he did the stunner? Booyah, right? Always a Taker fan. See that? Well done. Sugar Shane says, I wish Tony Khan would take the underused talent and make an RA show. Well, that's what we all thought. I'd love to see that. He says Austin Theory is better than Undertaker. Well, now, yeah. Right now. Yeah. Taker's old and retired, and everything's been replaced. Hips, knees, everything. I mean, if you're going to get technical, I can play bass better than James Jamerson. Now, I know that's mean. I'm just saying. I mean, how minute are we going to get with this? I'm just playing. And by the way, I'll never play as good as James Jamerson. These is just jokes. Just jokes. So yeah, Athena, I believe we all agree for the win. Daniel Garcia versus Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler Yuta. Why do they just call him like from Point Break? Like, what is it, Johnny Utah or something? Wheeler Yuta. Oh my God, that'd have been awesome. Pro Wrestling Rules match. This is a pure match for the ROH. Pure. You got to go like this. Pure. It's pure championship. I think they're going to have a fantastic match. I don't know what I see happening here. I'd like to see Utah win the title back. I do not believe it's going to happen, however. I think that that Garcia will keep the championship. That is what I believe. I don't know what you guys think. Let's see what you guys think. Wheeler Yuta for the win. Alma says, Shane says, AW dropped the ball with Garcia. I don't know if they dropped the ball with him. He's still there. He gets plenty of mic time and stage time, and he's on camera quite a bit. I don't know. With a super face turn, sure. Yeah, if you want to say it that way, yeah. Charlotte Russell says, Daniel Garcia for the win. You see that? See, she's torn as well. This is a little bit hard to call, isn't it? But I do believe that Garcia is going to retain the title. I'd like to see, I'll put you this way. Next to Jericho and his crew, Garcia does not need a championship. I mean, you could argue the same thing for Wheeler Yuta, right? You could argue he doesn't need it. The dude hangs out with Mox on TV and Claudio, for God's sake, and Bryan Danielson on TV. Why would Wheeler need a championship? Probably doesn't, right? That's made my own case. For myself, what's up, Ron? How you doing, my friend? Yeah, so there you go. Okay, so my heart says Wheeler, my head says Garcia. That's my prediction here. And if you're looking to me to be the prediction king, you are looking in the wrong direction, because I've never been able to nail predictions 100%. I can get close. I'm better in the moment. I really am better in the moment. I'm better at watching a show live, and I kind of know what's going to come next. And I've said this before, it sucks. And this is, again, not a statement based on ego or anything nuts. It's just, it's really hard for me to enjoy live pro wrestling show. I enjoy it, but if I'm really just watching the match and I'm studying it, yeah. Just because I'm a nerd about this stuff, man. That's what I really chalk it up to. I've been such a nerd for so many years. It's what I am, right? Again, it does not suggest that I'm the smartest guy in the room. I'll never be the smartest guy in the room, trust me. But I do enjoy watching. So that's where I'm at, kids. Wheeler Yuta, I do not believe is going to take this title back. I think Daniel Garcia will walk away with the championship still around his waist. This brings us to the main event. Not Tom Clark's main event, the main event of RH Final Battle. Claudio Castagnoli challenging Chris Jericho. Singles match for the RH World Championship. If Castagnoli loses, he will have to join the Jericho Appreciation Society. In my opinion, Claudio wins the championship. And why do you ask? Because they've done this already. They've done this already. They just did it with number 5, right? They did it with him in the Dark Order, where he joined I can't remember. Roosh and those guys, right? Yeah, I just and they just did it with Daniel Garcia. I don't know why you do it again. And besides, in my opinion, Claudio is a much better babyface. He's a much better babyface. So this is not true in every case, but I'm going to throw this to you, and you can agree or you can disagree, and it's totally up to you. If Claudio's a heel and is being pushed as a dangerous heel, Claudio probably needs mouthpiece. And we saw that in years past. And I'll tell you why I believe that. It's not to suggest that he's not capable. He is. And can he cut a promo? Sure he can. But I don't believe that Claudio cuts such a heel promo that you go, I hate that guy. I just don't. Jericho, yes. MJF, yes. Daniel Garcia, yeah. Any number of guys in that company can cut a heel promo, and you really come away going, God, that guy's a jerk. I just don't think Claudio puts off that vibe. Again, it's not to suggest he's not capable. The dude's been working both sides for years. He can do whatever he wants. He's very, very good. No disrespect. I just, from my chair, I personally like him so much. I don't know why I'd ever boo this guy, no matter what, because the buzz on Claudio for years, especially in the other company, was he's so good. Why aren't they using him? Why don't they give him something cool to do? And every time they did, what happened? Give it back. Just here you go. Give it back. So the buzz on him these days is, oh my God, thank God he's in AEW, because now he gets opportunities. He doesn't have to look stupid. He doesn't have to cut silly promos about the languages he knows or whatever it is. He can just come out and make people cheer, and people cheer his music, for F's sake, dude. Come on. Who wants to hate Claudio, baby? No one does. You kidding me? What if Hager helps Claudio? Could be a great plot twist. Help him win. I don't hate that. It's different. It's different. I love Ricky Starks, man. I have one major thing to say about the Starks promo on MJF. I know what you're going to say. God, Tom, there's no pleasing you, is there? I think it went on too long. I think you cut MJF's manhood off of him, straight off of him. How I feel. And you guys could disagree with me. Maybe you guys think it went the right length. I don't know what you think. I don't know. That's from my chair. That's where I'm coming from. I feel like it went on way too long. My opinion. I think that he could have gave back a couple, 2 or 3 minutes off that promo, and it would have been tight and concise and perfect. And he got flubbed up with some of his lines, and it didn't matter because he delivered them with passion, and the fans ate it up, and he's great. However, in my opinion, I think it went on just a little bit too long, because at the end of the day, the guy on the other side of the ring is still your world champion. And so you don't cut him down to the point. So there's an old, all right. There's an old adage. There's an old unspoken. And Brino, if you're still here, Brino should know this. Any pro wrestler worth his weight will know this. You always show your opponent respect. He kept going on and on and on and on and on about MJF to the point where it sounds to me like MJF sucks. Starks ought to be able to beat him in, 5 minutes? Because I don't recall Starks ever really saying, you're an amazing competitor and you're very good between these ropes, but I'm better. No, it was more like, you cheated your way here. You didn't earn this. You don't deserve this, blah, blah, blah. And I guess I get it. That's the character they're going with and how he won the title. But, Flair cheated to win and cheated to keep the title so many times with the Horsemen. But people always gave him his flowers. The baby faces always gave him respect, because at the end of the day, if you spend your entire promo talking about how your opponent sucks, he's not capable, he can't get it done, he's not better than you are, he's not better than anybody, he doesn't deserve to be here, then you better win. Because if you don't, you look kind of stupid, right? That's like you don't get applauded for dunking on a guy that's 5'10", 5'11" in the NBA. You're supposed to dunk on him. Okay? You don't get on a poster for that. And if anyone celebrates you for that, or if you celebrate that, shame on you. You're an idiot. You're supposed to dunk on that guy. Now, when you dunk on the 7-foot guy and you're 6'3", whatever you are, that's a poster, right? That's something that didn't see coming. But you better win. If your opponent's so freaking terrible, you better win. That's the problem. Guys paint themselves in corners they can't get out of. And then when they lose, it looks ridiculous. And by the way, the match between these two guys is now winner take all. It's the Diamond Ring and the AEW World Championship. You know what that means? Thanks, Ricky. Thanks for playing. Bye-bye. Because he's not winning the title. This is a nice little feud. MJF's first challenger out the gate. This thing could run for 2-3 matches, but they're going to do a one and done, and that's going to be it, more than likely. That's a shame. Now, maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe I'll be wrong. Are you still in the Great White North there, Nate Dogg? Nice. Nate, my business associate and the producer of this here little show, is up in the Great White North right now. Bring me back a polar bear. Timothy, what's up, dude? You are so late. Mystery partner in January, Charlotte says. I'll say Go for it. Why not? I'm going for it. I don't even care. Wilfie just had a birthday. Merry birthday. Jesus. Merry Christmas / Happy Hanukkah / Happy Kwanzaa / Happy birthday to you, my friend. AJ Lee says, I don't think so. You're on the plane, Nate? Nate's on a plane. Nate on a plane. That's a movie. That's awesome. That's how committed my friend is to my show. See that? That's good stuff. I was about to curse. No working blue here. Yeah, Carlos, I think it'll be Mercedes. I'm calling her Mercedes because she's not Sasha Banks right now. That's how I feel. She's Mercedes. Until such time as I find out she owns the name, which I don't think she does. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't like calling Wyndham Rotunda Bray Wyatt when he was not Bray Wyatt again. Just how I am. John Moxley's John Moxley. He's not Dean Ambrose. See what I'm saying? That's kind of where I am. I'm a weirdo like that. I can't help it. All right, kids, we're taking this thing home in about 7 minutes, everybody. By the way, my prediction, I think Claudio takes the championship back. I'm tired of these MF Nestless MF plane. Oh, that's very good. That's very, very good. Safe travels to you, my friend. Yeah, going to be at Wrestle Kingdom. Can't wait for that. Holy Lord. Go Mercedes. Go Mercedes. Go Mercedes. Go Mercedes. I can't make it run. Work. Ray, where's your question? We're getting out of here. Charlotte, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. Have a great weekend. All right, kids. We're going to wrap this thing up in soon. 7 minutes, less than 10. You got about 6.5 minutes left for an open floor. Ray never disappoints. Digital Underground or Naughty by Nature? Digital Underground, easy. And part 2, Q-Tip or Method Man? God. I don't know if I can do that one, dude. I do not know if I can do that one. Yikes. I'll go meth, and it's hard. And if Adam Cole brought basketball sneakers for the boy and his teammates and gave extra to you and the wife plus one extra for a male in my size, could I have? And later wanted to get Chinese food, could I come as well? Absolutely, as always. E, you are so rude. E is so rude to me, dude. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you. Nate Dogg said, I have not watched Punk's film yet. That's the first time his name got mentioned today. Oh, was it off? Was it off? How was he? Forget the story. How was he, though? Dude, most wrestlers, like the movie that Mox did when he was Ambrose, not bad. The movie was good. Like, he was not bad. You know what I mean? Like, you put a pro wrestler on camera, they can deliver lines. They can memorize stuff. Like, and they can, I mean, Roddy Piper did, not to say that it's easy for everybody. Terry Funk did it. I mean, it's, I think they don't have as hard of a time. If you put me on camera and have me remember lines, could I pull it off, make it believable? I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm better in this environment, but I think wrestlers can do a little bit of everything. They're just so good on the camera. I didn't get to say hello to you, David. Thank you, my friend. MJF's one of my favorites. And A-Dub, have a good day. Thank you, dude. You too. Do I think Starks has any? He's always got a shot of winning. We've all got a shot of doing something, man. Because it ain't over till you're gone. It ain't over till you're gone, right? Anything's possible. Do I think it's going to happen? In my opinion, it's not going to happen, but I don't know that. Ricardo says, cake or pie? Yes. Have a great day, my friend. Says he was fine. Sex scene was, ooh. I don't want to talk about Punk having simulated sex on a movie, in a movie. Yuck. I don't want to talk about it. So he's only played the 5th quarter in 3 of the 4 games, 2 of the 4 games. It's all he's done so far. He's not gotten off the bench to actually play in the real game. They lost last night. Now their team is 1-3. And at this point, I'm thinking, just put my kid in the game. It's okay if they don't. It's his first year. He's learning. Hopefully he's paying attention. I know he is. He's got things he needs to work on. He doesn't, he keeps his head down when he dribbles quite a bit. And he takes low percentage shots, man. There's several times he could take a few steps in and make a better quality shot, and he doesn't do it because he'll get the ball and he'll just rush. A lot of those kids are rushing, right? Ron says MJF retains, starts get the ring. MJF gets disqualified. MJF retains and starts get the ring. Yeah, I think we're both saying MJF keeps it. Yeah. Wouldn't that be something if he didn't? That'd be a twist. That'd be a twist and all twist. But here's my comment to the idea of Starks actually winning this thing is, what's the story there? What story do you tell? Because I think the bigger story is MJF's a piece of crap, and we got to find a babyface that can take him down. Because then you get MJF versus Darby Allin for the championship. You get MJF versus Jungle Boy for the championship. The 4-pillar concept, right? You finally get those matches to happen. That's good stuff, man. That's what we're moving toward. That's what we're moving toward, for sure. Man. You do not believe Jon Moxley's a bum. Come on, E. You're just trying to get at people. You can't believe that. MJF versus Hook. Hook's a good little worker. Hook's a good little worker. All right, kids, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Again, apologies for not running the full hour. We'll get back to the full hour next week. Remember, the Christmas episode is coming up soon. In fact, next week is the Christmas episode because the week after we will not be here. We will not be here the week of Christmas, okay? So next week, I'll have the Santa hat on. There'll be garland around the border here. I'll have some ho-ho and some sleigh bells and the debut of the Tom Clark's Main Event Dancers. There's still time to get your applications in and the audition videos. You got to get them in because they're going to be amazing. Can't wait till you see them. The outfits are primo. Jeff's kiss, as they say. I'm saying. All right, kids. Everyone's going to be so like, hey, I was told there would be dancers here today. That's what I'm in for, right? All right, kids, I'm getting out of here. Thanks again for watching. I got to go hit the road and, make some things happen. Everybody have the best weekend. Go out and watch you some pro wrestling, kids. Watch ROH Final Battle tomorrow night. I'm going to. We'll talk about it next week during the Christmas episode, and we'll talk all things pro wrestling. Next week will be a gigantic open floor. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa to you, Happy Life Day to you. Christmas holiday episode 2022. You know how much trouble I'm gonna have fitting all that onto the title of the display of the show? I won't have enough room, my God in heaven. But I'm gonna do all I can because I likes to deliver, yo. I likes to make my crowd happy. I likes to keep my audience riveted. I'm getting out of here. Thanks again, kids. Have a great weekend. We're going to start the show over. Part 2. That's what that meant. Let's try this again. Remember, if it's live, it's not an accident. Remember, I said that. Next Friday for the holiday thing. Tom Clark's Main Event.